Welcome back to the Blind Spot YouTube channel. During this video, we'll be setting up shelters using a tarp, cooking dinner over the campfire, and hiking up to the Diamond Fork Hot Springs.
Hey guys, today we are going to the Diamond Fork Hot Springs, just down in Utah still. We got up here and the road was closed about a mile and a half before the actual trailhead. So right now we're just trying to get to the trailhead. Yeah. And then we'll be hiking in a little ways, finding a spot to camp for the night. We just made it to the trail. It's about 9:30, but we're gonna hike up about a mile and try and find a spot to camp. But we're along this river, if you can see that. This river, basically following this will go all the way up to the hot springs. A minute ago, at the base of the trail, you actually smell the sulfur, I think, from the hot springs. So, the spot we're camping is, there's another little creek or river that'll connect to this. So we're going to be staying at that one, and it should be better water, not mixed with sulfur. I was just walking, I don't know if you can see this, there's a spider right there, just in the middle of the trail. I was walking directly into it. Luckily, it showed up on the light. A little scare though. And we're sleeping on the ground tonight without tents, so this is going to be our night, maybe, with spiders. Hopefully not. So we were just hiking up the trail and we heard it sounded like some people behind us, and so we looked back and there was a guy probably like 50 yards behind us. We very briefly saw him, so we didn't expect him to be there. But he had no flashlight, which was kind of weird. And then we passed some people coming the opposite direction from us. Coming down from the hot springs, I assume. And so then they would have passed this person, but then we haven't seen that guy since. Yeah, and he was kind of catching up to us from what it seemed like. And he was just kind of gone. Yeah, so maybe a skinwalker? We don't know. We'll see. All right, we got to our campsite where we're gonna kind of set up. It already has a little fire pit here that we can use. So over here, we're thinking of setting up our little tarp shelters here with this tree here. We're hoping for more trees. There's not a whole lot. And this is about the flattest spot we could find. The rest of this, it kind of goes up here, this little canyon with the river, and it's all pretty steep on both sides. So this isn't a bad spot for sleeping tonight. Okay, we're just gonna start setting up our tarps. Our plan is to kind of just be connected to this tree over here, and then the one's gonna be kind of going this way, the other one over here, and kind of make like a little shelter setup. And we'll see how that turns out. We're going to show you a little more in depth what we're doing to set these tarps up for our shelters. We're basically just starting with some paracord and then tying it over here to this tree and then kind of setting it up. So,
do you care which side is facing up or down? Is it the same on both sides?
It's the same. I don't know what kind of knot you did for this one, but
I did around. And then I did like a double knot.
Our knot tying skills are below par.
They hold.
They're not very good.
We're also going to take these sticks and use them as stake for the end of the tarp, just kind of make it tight. Broke it.
Oh no. We don't have stakes, so we're using sticks. They're not very strong. Seems to be going better. Until it hits a rock.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see we fold the tarp underneath, and then we'll stake a different hole over there, and then we kind of have a floor at the base of this little shelter here.
It's
I think yours is going to be a little more spacious than mine.
it's like that shape. So far apart, it's like it's way over there. That's pretty cool.
Is it?
It does reach though.
Well, it'd be nice to have
This gigantic. Ew.
What was that?
A cow turd.
Oh, your color's much bigger than
This
mine.
is ginormous. It's gonna invite all the animals in.
Here we go.
Come on in, I got plenty of room. These are supposed to be small shelters. Like, they're supposed to be just big enough to like put a sleeping bag in.
Well, look at that. So we got the shelters set up. Kind of see what we were talking about now, with the tarp kind of folded underneath. Bryson looks a lot better than mine. His is kind of spacious. His tarp was a little bigger, and then here's mine. It looks, I don't know. We'll see how it is. But we got the shelters up, and that was actually pretty quick. So we went and got some firewood. We're gonna get a fire started so we can get dinner made. For the fire, I have just this little blast rod here, and then we're gonna try using the cotton ball with some Vaseline on it, and we'll light that. Then we got some sticks ready, and we'll get this fire going. Basically first try.
Yeah. And hopefully everything kind of just falls.
I think if it falls now, things are on fire, so.
Yeah. Okay.
This on here. Firewood.
Yeah, I found no logs, but I found firewood. Okay, for dinner tonight we have a ground beef and macaroni mix that we pre-cooked. Then we also got some diced tomatoes, black beans, and just salt and pepper for seasoning. And we're gonna mix it all together and cook it for a little bit, let it warm up over the fire.
gonna be pretty full.
Yeah, we can always put extras back in there. And then quite a bit of food.
A lot better.
Yeah, I use my knife for conflict. A little bit. Yeah, crushing my goat. Maybe I can see that.
Well, I think the food is done. It smells really good. We're starving.
How much you want?
It's probably good to start. Not good.
That's really good.
You want any salt?
Yeah.
I like the stuff extra salty.
It is nice. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, did it burn a hole?
Yeah, this is literally branded.
Oh.
Dang it.
We just finished eating dinner. We're just gonna stoke the fire up and then cook, have some s'mores before we go to bed tonight. Finally warm up.
Are your chocolate chips melting?
No,
No.
I don't really have enough having a good smell.
Closer. Holy cow.
Are yours melting?
I just moved on. So we kind of decided last minute. It's almost 2 a.m. I think. But the hot springs are only like a little over a mile from our campsite. So we decided to do a late night hot spring run. All right, we just made it to the hot springs. There's multiple pools. Some of the upper ones had some more people in it. So we're gonna go to this one here.
Yeah, I'll keep going. I can go too. It was really good.
So we moved pools. That one down at the bottom was really shallow and not that warm. So we moved up higher. And this one's nice. It's really warm, especially on that side over there on the pool. Not like overheating in here.
It feels good though. It's pretty cold outside.
Yeah. I think the weather said it was supposed to get, I'm not super duper cold. I think the low was like 37-ish.
I think so. Yeah, 37.
So above freezing, but still chilly. So it's probably in the lower 40s right now. Which is nice.
We're gonna get here. It's gonna be like tomorrow. It's gonna be like 70 degrees already. I don't want to see. We're just on the way back to our camp right now. We were at the hot springs probably about an hour and a half. But it's, I'm guessing like, well, it's like 3:30 in the morning, and I think we're ready for bed. So we're gonna head back and go to bed.
We might start a fire.
We might start a fire to warm up again, but we'll start getting bed set up.
got this fire going to warm up before bed. So we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit, and we will see you in the morning. Got up kind of late. Got up around 10:30. Last night we actually didn't end up going to bed till like 4:30. It was super late. But yeah, we just got up, so we're gonna get a fire going again so we can get breakfast cooking. Oh gosh. We just got everything packed up. We kind of hit our bags back there. So we're gonna head up to the hot springs now. I don't know how much we're actually gonna get in. It's kind of toasty out here. I think the high is like 75 today.
Something like that.
So it's getting warmer. So we'll hike up there. We'll see, we might get in.
So along the whole trail, there's been like these huge waterfalls that we just keep passing. So it's kind of cool. Something to look at while you're hiking. We just got to the hot springs. We're kind of gonna just walk past everything down here so you can see what it looks like, but there's like a hot spring there, and then there's another pool. And there are a lot of people here, but there's some more hotter pools up here. This is where we were last night. Was in one of these pools. We're just hiking back from the hot springs up there. We're gonna quickly get some drone shots, try and fly back up there, and just so we can show you kind of from above. So if you want to check out those drone shots, you can look at the Tootie video, and then if you're watching the Tootie video, you can also check out the one that we're filming in 360, so you can kind of look around. But we'll have those linked.
just got back to our campsite. We don't have a whole lot further to go to get back to the car, but we're out of water, so we're gonna get some water. We just have this simple gravity filter, so we'll fill this up in the river, hang it up, and then the water will come down, filter through here, and then we can fill our bottles up. So you could see we were struggling with the water filter mechanism. And I think that filter we had was really old and we didn't bring the tools. There was like a plunger to kind of pump it out and clean it out. We didn't have that with us, so not our best option, but we do still have Mountain Dews from last night, so we're, I guess, just gonna drink those for the last bit of the hike here. So in the future, we'll be sure to check the filter and make sure it actually works properly before. Thankfully, we weren't depending on that for water this trip. But kind of unfortunate.
Good to know for next time. So we just got back to the beginning of the trailhead, and now we've got about another mile down this road because it was closed to cars. So for another mile, we'll be back, start heading home.
Well, we're almost back to the cars. So thank you guys for watching this video. It was fun for us camping and filming it.
And then make sure to subscribe for future updates, and make sure to check out both versions of this video, the 360 and the 2D, and the other videos we posted so far. Thank you.
Yeah, see you next time.